Coming up, a Valdosta woman is arrested and charged with stabbing her husband.
And a drive-by shooting injures a local juvenile.
We'll have these stories and more. Your News Valdosta starts now.
Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Damian Edwards.
And I'm Quenisha Claiborne. A Valdosta woman is in jail today after police responded to a call about domestic dispute that occurred on the 900 block of McAfee Trail Monday night around 8:30. Police arrested 50-year-old Tina Brown after she allegedly stabbed her husband over the dispute that is believed to be drug-related. Police say that they found a 62-year-old man with severe chest wounds when they arrived on the scene. Tina Brown has been charged with assault on a family member, tampering with evidence, and cruelty to children in third degree. Her husband was rushed to South Georgia Medical Center and is in stable condition after surgery yesterday.
A Valdosta juvenile was injured Monday afternoon in relation to a drive-by shooting on Habersham Drive. The juvenile said he was walking on the 700 block of Habersham Drive when he noticed a black Ford driving up behind him with his passenger window down. It was then that he began to run and was able to escape with his life. Police are still investigating and have identified no suspects.
After partnering up with the Workforce Investment Act and Georgia Department of Corrections, Wiregrass Georgia Technical College has successfully graduated 5 inmates from a pilot education program. Eligible by good behavior, the inmates were able to take on 1 class per semester over the course of 2 years. The inmates have served their sentences. They will be qualified in landscaping companies, plant nurseries, garden centers, golf courses, and institutional grounds crews.
5 protesters were released from jail yesterday on a $2,500 bail. The protesters were arrested after criminally trespassing at Lowndes County High School for a protest related to Kendrick Johnson. Over 2 years ago, Kendrick Johnson was found dead at Lowndes High and this past Monday, members of the Atlanta-based civil rights group demonstrated their concern with the protest outside the school with the intent to deliver a letter to the principal with a list of demands.
If you have a charitable organization that is in need of food or supplies in bulk, you may want to listen closely to what news reporter Brittany Williams has to say about Second Harvest South Georgia and their services.
Imagine the cost of feeding your own family, let alone feeding multiples, or even being an educator without a classroom budget. It's not the easiest thing to find funding, but luckily there is a food bank within Valdosta that is willing to lighten the load for you. Second Harvest is a local food bank invested in distributing food and supplies to 30 counties in the South Georgia area. The food bank's programs allow for charitable organizations to obtain products at a discounted rate.
It's blessed a lot of people in our church and outside of our church, and it's because of what Second Harvest does that we're able to come and get the food and take it and give it out to people.
Not only does the bank give food, but as well they have the Teachers Harvest program.
Public schools in the 30 counties that we serve in South Georgia can come here. All the product in here is free.
Being able to come here and get stuff at a discounted rate is just truly a blessing for us. Enables us to keep our doors open.
I think it's safe to say that Second Harvest has definitely been doing its job within the community, serving 40 counties and hosting multiple programs. In the words of Ms. Dean and Mr. Hartman, Second Harvest is truly a blessing to the community. With News Valdosta, I'm Brittany Williams.
For those who don't know, April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and many organizations are shining a light on the issue. Last night, the Valdosta community gathered at the 10th annual Take Back the Night event, which was held on the Valdosta State campus. Guest speaker Dr. Keith Edwards led the event and encouraged everyone to speak out against sexual assault, saying that education on the issue is the first step in prevention.
An assortment of vacancies on various boards, commissions, authorities, and advisory committees may provide you with the opportunity to serve your city. The city currently has 13 vacancies and is seeking community-driven people to fill them. Some of the vacancies include the Greater Lowndes Valdosta Planning Commission, the Keep Lowndes Valdosta Beautiful, the Public Art Advisory, the Valdosta Housing Authority, and a few others. If you are interested in filling one of these vacancies, you can take a look at the city's membership requirements and the Code of Ethics, complete an application application and sign the Code of Ethics form. All of these materials are available at City Hall. The deadline is 5 o'clock on Wednesday, April 29th.
A majority of us have Facebook accounts, and the vast majority of us use it to communicate with friends and family. But in Brooklyn, New York, a woman has set a landmark case as a Supreme Court ruling has made it possible for her to serve her elusive husband with divorce summons using a private message on Facebook. The first message went out last week, so far he hasn't responded. But Facebook records that he has viewed the message.
Coming up, university students raise money for local charities, so don't go away.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
At VSU, we're all fired up. We spark intellects on a cool campus in a hot college town. We fan the spirit with national championships and fuel your fun side. Valdosta State University. Ignite!
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
In honor of National Child Abuse Prevention Month, Public Relations Student Society of America will be raising money for young children. A fundraiser for the local Children's Advocacy Center here in Valdosta will be held in the pedestrian mall outside of Nevins Hall at Valdosta State University from noon to 3 p.m. this Friday. You can stop by the Public Relations Student Society of America table to show your support. For further information, contact Carolyn Wilson at cvwilson@valdosta.edu.
Are you looking to brush up on your conversational Spanish? Well, the South Georgia Regional Library can assist you. The Valdosta Lowndes County Public Library will be holding beginning Spanish classes on Thursdays from noon until 1:30 p.m. and on Fridays from 10 a.m. until 11:30. No registration is needed to attend the classes.
The Valdosta Chamber of Commerce wants to hear your voice. This evening, the Chamber will sponsor Members to be Heard at the Cokewood Emergency Medical Center. During the event, members of the Valdosta community will be able to comment on legislative information affecting local businesses. Legislators will be present to offer immediate support and better understand the community's need. You will have until 5 p.m. to get your voice heard.
The Fine Arts program at Valdosta State University is showing the Broadway musical The Wiz tonight. For more information on this story, here's Valdosta reporter Teresa Bowles.
The VSU Fine Arts program is doing The Wiz, and the cast doesn't just feature African American students, but students of all cultures. The show has been selling out just about every night, and it's got singing, dancing, and a whole lot of soul. The Wiz has been showing since last Thursday and has been a hit ever since. The show has had all the seats full and has proven success. The actors are reminding us all of our favorite characters we know and love, such as Dorothy, the Tin Man, the Lion, and of course, the Scarecrow.
I think that they will get a better sense of the story here. It's not done like your typical The Wiz that you may know of, or like The Wizard of Oz at all. And I think they'll expect a lot of, they can expect a lot of energy and commitment because we are very passionate about what we're displaying here on the stage.
The original film cast featured artists such as Diana Ross and Michael Jackson and was an instant classic, an African-American take on The Wizard of Oz. Of course, those classics such as Ease On Down the Road and A Brand New Day will appear, but the play takes a bit of a modern twist.
It's got a variety of wonderful songs in it that represent kind of soul, rock, pop, music of the 70s, and it still relates very well to the students and public today.
They've got witches, flying monkeys, dwarfs, and yellow brick roads. The cast is compiled of a group of talented singers, actors, and dancers, all in the Fine Arts program. Expect a full 2 hours of pure entertainment and livelihood during the last 2 shows this week. The VSU Fine Arts program will be showing The Wiz today and tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. in Sawyer Theater, and you can reserve your tickets in the Fine Arts building. For News Valdosta, I'm Teresa Bowles.
Southland Church is offering a support group for those struggling with addictive habits such as physical, mental, or sexual abuse, codependency, pornography, and lust. The event will take place this Friday at 6:30 p.m. You can visit southlandchurch.net for more information.
Just as it did last year, the Ronald McDonald House Charities will receive the proceeds from all McDonald's meals, including the extra value meal from participating restaurants in Valdosta and Tallahassee. Last year, this event was able to help over 400 families and children that were in the hospital in the Valdosta and Tallahassee areas. The event, called Spread Warmth, is being held today and will continue until tomorrow evening.
We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we'll take a look at our local weather forecast with Brittany Williams, so stay with us.
Today is Saturday. Today is Saturday. Salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday, throw a ball Thursday. Water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday. Let's move Monday, swap snacks Sunday. All the healthy children eat well and move a lot. And move a lot. And move a lot. Eat well and move a lot. 60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day. Skip a rope Saturday, freeze tag Friday, tap dance Thursday. Whole grains Wednesday, try a veggie Tuesday. Let's move Monday, split the sweet Sunday. Eat well and move a lot. Today is Saturday. Yeah. Today is Saturday. All the healthy children, all the healthy children. Get ideas. Get involved. Get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
What's happening, guys? Kip Moore here. I just wanted to say I cannot wait to get back home to play my old stomping grounds, Valdosta State. We promise to tear apart the PE complex April 11th. See y'all there.
Everybody raise your glass. Pick it up and throw it back. Grab a hold of your honey.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
We've had beautiful weather today, so let's check in with weather anchor Brittany Williams to see if it's going to stay that way. What about it, Brittany?
Thanks, guys. Hello, Valdosta. If you were out this morning, you were able to catch a glimpse of sunny skies with a low of 64 degrees. Now, the skies are partly cloudy, but the temperature will continue to rise to a high of 90 degrees. But you can also expect a couple scattered showers to cool you down later on this evening. As time winds down tonight, you'll notice a slight decline in temperature to about 70 degrees at sunset, in which there will still be a 40% chance of rain going into the evening. But no worries, tomorrow we are expecting to be smooth sailing with little to no chance of rain at a high of 90 degrees throughout the day. As well, slightly cloudy skies will linger, but hey, at least it's not raining. And although we are experiencing partly cloudy weather, today the UV index will be at a high of 9 on the 10-point scale, so it is highly recommended that you wear an SPF of at least 40 or higher. And for those of you who are suffering from allergies, you may want to take cover today because we are looking at a high pollen count of 11 on the 12-point scale, so make sure you suit up in your best allergy-ridden gear. Well, that's all I have for weather today. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Brittany. When we come back, we'll take a look at local sports with Sabrina Adams, so don't go away.
Thanks for calling the GED Pep Talk Center. Jerry Siller speaking. Your level 7 in-your-face pep talk.
I can keep pushing you. Believe me, I'm good at it. But at some point, you're going to need to start pushing yourself.
See, once you've got your GED diploma, you'll feel so good about yourself.
You tell them. You can't change your past, but you can definitely change your future.
That makes me so happy, I'm ready to bust out a dance.
Mr. Trejo, can I transfer this guy to you? My gentle technique isn't really working. You need something a little more
persuasive.
Yes.
You listen, and you listen good.
Hey, where's my sandwich? Terry? Terry!
Take it from me, the King DMC. It's a real cool thing to get your GED.
Get that diploma!
Now hold on and we'll find you free GED classes. Capiche?
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
There are a million places you'd never consider texting. So why would you do it while driving? Leave risky driving to the professionals. Stop the texts, and together we can stop the wrecks.
Welcome back. Now let's check in with Sabrina Adams for our local sports report. Sabrina.
Good afternoon, sports fans. In baseball, the Valdosta State Blazers' Friday game started before being suspended due to inclement weather. Then a Valdosta State comeback bid fell short as the Blazers lost 13-10 to number 7 Alabama Huntsville in the suspended game. But the Blazers rebound to take the series finale 6-4 in Gulf South Conference baseball action at Charger Park Saturday afternoon. Valdosta State Blazers host Alabama State today at 5 p.m. at Billy Grant Field. Lowndes' 9th and JV team are having a really great year. Here's News Valdosta reporter Vernie Jones with the story.
Vernie Jones here down at Lowndes County High School's baseball field as we watch on Lowndes take on Central right now. Lowndes was victorious Monday night as they beat Thomas County Central High School 5-1.
Seasons are going pretty good. The 9th grade team has lost one game. It's a good group. I think we're like 11-1 now. The JV team has also only lost one game. I think they're also 11-1. Season's going pretty well right now. We feel real good about the future of this program with these kids in it. Our job is to try to get them ready, get them competing, and they're doing a great job at that so far.
We have a great group of young kids that are fun to coach. Not only are they good ball players, but they're genuine kids as well. We've had a pretty good season so far. We got a doubleheader with the 9th grade tomorrow against Lanier, and then the JV goes to Lake City, Florida on Wednesday. And that's going to be two or three tough games for us. We're looking to win though.
Lowndes High is looking at a promising next few years for the baseball program as the 9th and JV players are having an excellent year. This might mean that Lowndes could be adding a few more state championships to their belt, but this time under their baseball program. For News Valdosta, I'm Vernie Jones.
Thanks, Vernie. And on to softball, the Valdosta State Blazers head into the midweek matchup aiming to bounce back from a weekend slip in which they suffered a series loss to the number 13 ranked Alabama Huntsville Lady Chargers. Despite the minor setback, Valdosta State Blazers have only 4 losses on the season and remain in first place in the Gulf South Conference. The Valdosta State Blazers softball team returns to their home turf on today at 5 p.m. to host Georgia Southwestern in a non-conference doubleheader at Steele's Diamond at Blazer Park. And in tennis, following a tough loss on Thursday to the nation's #1 team, the Valdosta State Blazers men's tennis team rebound on Friday with back-to-back victories over the number 7 ranked Concordia Clippers and Gulf South Conference foe Mississippi College. Valdosta State is currently hosting Columbus State today. The Lady Blazers of the Valdosta State women's team dropped a hard-fought match 4-5 to the Concordia Clippers on Saturday before bouncing back to defeat Mississippi College 5-2. The Lady Blazers are also currently at play against Columbus State. We will have details for you later on that matchup as well. Taking a look at soccer, following a 2-hour and 20-minute lightning delay Tuesday night, the Lowndes girls soccer team blanked Valdosta 7-0 in their region meeting in the year's 2nd edition Wintersville Soccer at Baysmore Hiders Stadium. That's all for sports. Back to you guys at the News Desk.
Thanks, Sabrina. After the break, we'll be talking about the fun, artistic way you can spend your time.
And a documentary is about to premiere in a city theater. This and more when we come back.
7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step.
Get your ass suit. You're not in here. Yes, I am. Move. Give it to him hard. No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stabbing me with it? No.
They want to help, but don't know how. Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
And we're back.
The Georgia Museum of Agriculture and the historic village at Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College will host a Bottles and Brushes art class from 6 to 8 p.m. on April 24th. The goal is to explore non-traditional methods of painting, as participants will be painting with palette knives as opposed to regular paintbrushes. Participants will copy Green Forest, a painting by Brenda Rose, who happens to be the instructor for the class. A registration fee is required, $25 per person and $40 per couple. The money is paid non-refundable and is non-transferable, but the fee includes all of the supplies used during the class. For more information, feel free to contact Polly Huff through email at ph@abac.edu.
The Valdosta Playhouse is showing a documentary on a famous architect. Here's reporter Teresa Bowe again with the details.
A new documentary film, Romance of the Structures of California, designed by Frank Lloyd Wright, will be screening at the Valdosta Playhouse on Saturday. This event will include a display of recently discovered Wright artifacts in a full-size replica of the only doghouse designed by the famous architect, producer-director Michael Miner. He will be in attendance to present his work. In 1909, Frank Lloyd Wright's first California commission in his only Prairie School building in the state was built. Wright designed more than 80 projects for California and saw more than 25 built. The buildings were both grand and modest, public and private, and came from each major era of Wright's 7-decade-long career. Romance of the third Frank Lloyd Wright documentary from the story of that relationship and the play will be at the Valdosta Theater Playhouse located at 122 North Ashley Street on April 14th at 7 p.m. Tickets are $15 and $10 with the student or military ID. You can learn more at ValdostaMainStream/venue/Valdosta-Playhouse. For News Valdosta, I'm Teresa Bowles.
The Turner Center for the Arts will be holding its 28th annual Spring into Art exhibition later this month. This opportunity allows artists a chance to sell their art while selling a small portion of the funds that will later go towards the Turner Arts Center. Awards will be given at the opening gala for the exhibition on April 13th. This event is open to the public and tickets are $45 for those who are not a part of the show. For more information on the event, please contact Bill Shelton, the artistic administrator for the center.
That's it for our program today. Thanks for watching News Valdosta. I'm Damian Edwards.
And I'm Quenisha Claiborne. We'll see you again tomorrow.